Okay. You guys hear me? Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get started then. Give me one sec. Okay. Man. What? Why am I scrubbing with 0 mythic kills? I said fuck that, man. Like, raiding is a waste of my damn time. That's why I'm not doing it. I would raid back in the day for gear. And now I don't want to because the gear gets replaced too fast. And so I don't really raid. That's all it comes down to. That's all it is what it does. Yeah, it's like if I could get gear that would be relevant for like the whole expansion, then I would do it. But I feel like now whenever you raid, you just get gear and then the next patch comes out and it doesn't matter anymore. And it makes me feel like, and also like the worst thing about it is when you go into the next patch and the gear that you worked so hard to get gets replaced by like something you get from one of these bears. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of been like that all the time. No, it hasn't though. It actually hasn't. It started like that a lot in I'd say like maybe like late Kata, Mists of Pandaria or so. But like even then, it wasn't quite as bad. And I just kind of always raided. The thing is, the reason why I always used to raid is because it was just what I did, right? I mean, like you get into like a habit of, it's like, well, you want to be on, you're on top and you want to stay on top, and so you raid because that's how you stay on top, and you do that for a long time, and then over time you kind of just lose interest in it. And also, what do you call it? It's just like, I'm trying to think of a way to put it that'll make it make sense. It's just not really that much fun. I think that's all it really comes down to. Like, I think as I got older, and as I got older, I got a lot less tolerant of raiding and like the amount of time it takes. And like whenever I was younger, I think I was much more accepting of it, much more okay with it. Not sure if you saw, Scripe said something really similar about the rating situation in WoW. Yeah, I mean, like, in general, I just don't like anything that makes me feel like I'm wasting my time. And I felt like that's kind of what it was in WoW. It was like, every time I would raid, I'd feel like I was wasting my time. Because whenever I would raid, I would just get the same gear that I had last patch, but it has a higher number. And then also, like, you know, you go into the raid and you wipe, and then you go into the raid again, then you wipe again, and it's like, this is just never ending. Like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? I don't know, that's how I felt about it. I think your point was that point of the game. So, like, I'll give you an example. In, like, Classic WoW, I felt immediacy to farm AQ while AQ was relevant and the top raid in the game, because I knew that I would use the AQ gear in Nex. Now, I do not feel that immediacy. I do not feel compelled to farm the raid tier in order to get to the next raid tier, because I know that everything will just get effectively reset. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's way more seasonal, exactly. And like the seasonal aspect of it, is not appealing to me, basically. Alright, I just killed him. I'll wait here. Season mastery rating's really good. See, like, I would do season of mastery.
Do not interfere, mortal.
I would, but it's just there's so much stuff that I have to do outside of the raid, like farming materials and stuff like that. Like, for example, if like season of mastery, the only thing I needed to do was log on to my level 60 character and I just do molten core, that's all I would do. I'd be so happy. I'd love to do it, but like farming out like consumables and farming out resources and stuff like that, it's just not something that I'm interested in. Yeah, like I'm not gonna farm out resources like that. So they're like moment placeholders rather than a stepping stone. Yeah, it's a stepping stone aspect of it was what was really compelling to me, because I felt like I was making an investment in like the long-term growth of my character, whereas like now everything is very transient and fleeting. You do it and then it's gone. Man, tanking Black Temple, I'm not prepared. No, Black Temple's pretty easy to tank, man. I wouldn't even worry about it. Illidan's the only hard boss, and he only does one mechanic you need to watch out for. And if you do it wrong, I think you can taunt Illidan. I don't remember if you can taunt him or not. But if you can, then it doesn't even matter if you fuck up Sheer. And just have the other tank taunt off. Used to add armor fools who down the forms, opinion mattered, for example. I think it's fair to say raid day appearing. I'm just gonna ban you because you're trying to talk about some fucking bullshit and talk shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna ban you. Does my opinion matter because I don't raid? Like, I'm not, you're just so stupid. Have I ever said anything about what my opinion of like Sanctum of Domination Mythic is? I've literally never talked about it. Because I've never done it. Like, I just banned him. I honestly, I hate the gotcha Andes like that. That's why I just immediately get rid of them, man. and think that they're smart. Of the DS2 stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do more Dark Souls too. I figure I'd just play a little bit of WoW, talk to everybody, and then we're gonna get into it. That's my plan. You think you enjoyed Grizzly Hills and Wrath? No. I didn't enjoy Grizzly Hills. I never enjoyed Grizzly Hills. What I enjoyed was being 19 with my friends. That's what I enjoyed. It was a good time. And now we're 30. Bitch, I'm 31. I already prestiged once. It sucks. Do you think you ever thought about playing Genshin with Techie? Yeah, I thought about playing Genshin Impact. I kinda do want to try it out. It'll give me another game to make content about. Could be fun. If it wasn't for the gacha elements and not gacha, like let's just call it what it is, pay to win elements, I'd have already started playing it. But you know, it makes me hesitant. You can play free to play. I know you can, but like, if the game makes that much money, there's a reason for it. And the reason's probably because playing free to play ain't that good. But I don't know, you know, I mean, it's just, that's just my guess. Lost Ark's gonna be that game? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm looking forward to Lost Ark, man. I really am. I think it's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna play it all day, every day, and I'm gonna get my character all leveled up and have all the best stuff, and it's gonna be great, man. A lot of people say Genshin becomes less fun the more you pay, because you sort of become too strong. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to spend any money on the game, though. I'd like to just play it, and it felt like the game, it was a good game. It was just, it had like pay to win and like bullshit in it, which sucks. Lost Ark monetization's BDO Lite. I mean, like, Lost Ark also is free. Like, it's a totally free game. Not fantasy zones, but don't think people... do you think catch-up is bad? I think catch-up whenever it's too much catch-up. I think Burning Crusade had the best... I think Burning Crusade was the best raiding expansion of all time. Like, all things considered, it was the best raiding expansion of all time. Because, like, you had relevance of all the better than Lich King, infinitely better than Lich King. You had relevance of all of the raids throughout the entire expansion, minus, like, maybe Magtheridon. But every raid had something that was really valuable and really worthwhile that you wanted to go back and get, even at the end of the expansion. Like, you would run Karazhan just for badges so you could sell the stuff. And, like, you would actually just do that to make money. Like, there were badge runs in Kara. That's why, like,
I have many lucky
you'd have a lot of guilds. This is what my guild would do. I'm sure if any of you guys were in good guilds back then, you'd do the same thing. Is you had... your entire guild, it would go like 8 mains or like 6 mains in Karazhan with like Sunwell and like BT gear, and then the other ones would be alts, and you'd gear out alts in Karazhan every single week. That's how I got all my characters geared. It was just like that.
Is my command.
Sunwell was so fucking good. See, like, I feel like a lot of the people that say that Sunwell was so fucking good probably didn't do Sunwell.
Our fates converge.
He probably didn't do it. Like, Sunwell was so hard that you had paladins sitting outside the instance buffing the raid whenever they ran in, because there was so much spread damage that you couldn't even afford to bring a paladin into the raiding healing comp. Because druids were just like twice as good as a paladin was. It was ridiculously overtuned. It made it to where like some classes just didn't really have a place. Like in, what was it, Twin Eridar, didn't you need, if I remember right, you needed like 7 or 8 healers for Twin Eridar. Because like guilds would like pool healers together, or like try to borrow healers to kill the boss. It was insane. Burning Crusade, yeah. Sunwell was like, I think people don't remember how much harder Sunwell was than anything else that had come out before then. Like Sunwell was way harder than any other raid that had been released. Nax was close. Nax was not even in the same universe. See, Nax was hard because you had to bring in a lot of consumables and you had to clear all the other raids to get to it. Sunwell was hard because it was actually hard. Like the mechanics were challenging, the numbers were high. Nax was a meme compared to Sunwell. I know this because like in my Sunwell guild, a lot of the people in my Sunwell guild almost cleared Nax 40 because it was a guild from vanilla WoW. Like they got all the way to Saffron, and they never killed it though. And they those people like couldn't handle Sunwell. Some of them couldn't. No mount. Generation WoW and BC first release. Yeah, true, bro. Very true. Kalgos is annoying as fuck. See, I never procced Kalgos. They never brought me in for that boss ever. I sucked, and so like I was an arms warrior, and I was very good at doing damage, but like being an arms warrior and being good at doing damage and not being good was the difference between like 100 DPS or like 200 DPS, so like didn't really matter if I was that good. So they'd just bring in somebody else that they trusted more, that they knew more. Is the commission of a WoW again? WoW raiding again? Would I ever raid in WoW again? The only way that I would raid in WoW again is if it was good content for my stream. That's the only way. So like if I could raid and stream it and people liked watching the raiding streams, then I would raid and I would raid. But right now I've got a lot of things to do in like real life, and that's not even counting things that I want to do. And like, where is raiding on that list? It's not at the top. Isn't raiding like the point of WoW? It used to be. I don't think it should be anymore. I think that WoW, they need to focus on like making more modes of gameplay.
Welcome to the archive.
I think what happens is that the developers are, the people that are the closest to the developers are the high-end WoW players. People like, you know, arena players. People like, like high-end raiders, Mythic Plus players.
Wares.
And I think that they give the developers a very inaccurate vision of what the player base is. So you see a lot of people that are talking about like, oh well, it's a new raid and it's like a new Mythic Plus dungeon. I don't really think a lot of people care about that. Like I don't think, oh, it's this guy. I played with this guy a few times over the years. This guy's got Scarab board. Let's see, give me a second, I'll look at something. Rare resources. I think I can go do that on my warlock. Let Max want WoW to be D2. He seems to hate MMOs. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, everybody has the thing that they like doing in WoW, right? I mean, like, I like doing collection stuff. Max likes doing raiding. You know, JB likes doing, like, Mythic Plus, and Sea-Doo likes doing Arena. But Sea-Doo actually likes playing a lot of different elements of the game. But he's, like, mainly an Arena guy.
What do you seek?
You can't seriously think high-end PvPers are in the developers' ears? I think that they are more so than just like a casual PvP player. Absolutely. Did you watch the new Stoops video? No, I haven't. The leaf has me hoping they'll take a Final Fantasy XIV approach, make some compelling cinematics throughout leveling journey. You see, like, I don't really care too much about, like, I think a lot of people, they'll play Final Fantasy, and then they'll say that WoW should do everything that Final Fantasy does, which I don't really think is true. WoW doesn't need 100 different cinematics. It doesn't need your character inserted into every single cinematic. It's not the same game. It doesn't follow the same paradigm. Final Fantasy does things one way, WoW does things another way. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same. Like, there are some things that I'd love if if WoW took from Final Fantasy, like their philosophy on, like, raiding, like the runbacks, just a handful of other things too. I don't know, I'd have to think about it. But yeah, not everything though. The trash mobs. I don't think trash mobs are that bad, but I like trash mobs that actually have, like, a purpose and that are hard to do, not just like a random throwaway NPC. You play Mortal 2 in a second? Mortal? No, I don't care about that game. It's a PvP game. Am I gonna buy a starting pack? Yeah, I'll probably just buy whatever the most expensive one is. And that way I start playing the game early or whatever, I don't know. Just buy the expensive Founders Pack. It's a tax write-off anyway, who gives a fuck? Do you think the dragon stuff's real? I think it could be. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely possible. Matthew Matosis, Dark Souls 2 critique. I watched an 8-hour video, the Mauler video, about Dark Souls 2. But I didn't see the other one. Trash mobs necessary for environment to feel alive. If it was empty with only mini bosses, it'd be weird. Well, it just depends on, like, how much of it there is. Like, ICC, if you go back and think on ICC had a great amount of trash. Like, you go back and you do that dungeon or that raid, and it's just by the time that you're sick of doing trash, you're done with doing trash. And compare that to, I'm gonna be honest, might make some TBC Andes here upset, but compare that to Black Temple. Black Temple trash was fucking garbage. It was absolutely fucking terrible. Anybody who thinks that it was good or fun or anything didn't do it. And then, you know what? Black Temple trash wasn't that bad. And you know why? Because if you weren't doing Black Temple, you were doing Hyjal, that somehow was even worse. Why was it bad? There's too much of it. Yeah, there's too much of it, and it's like, think right now, how many trash pulls is it between Shade of Akama and Taron Gorefiend?
Oh, I have just the thing.
Like 30. And this was back in the day whenever doing trash pulls wasn't a joke.
Have anything ancient to
That's
trade.
a lot, man.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
See if there's anything worth buying here. I don't think those are worth it. 13K. These are so expensive. I'm looking around. Just the ability to drop loot matters. Yeah. Like trash drops, like these here, right? I mean, these are trash drops right here. And yeah, those are great. I like those a lot too. Okay, so there's like nothing else really here. Oh, there's all these. I should buy these. Well, I'll buy this right now. It's only 50,000. That's actually pretty cheap. I have to go to another server and buy all the other stuff. Nice. Okay, so I guess what I should do today is I think I'm gonna log over and kill Famu again. Barely a WoW token each. Yeah, I know. I just don't like looking at it like that. Season of Master, PTR, and PWL, and Chromag. I think you would love what they've done to the fight. Yeah, the new Chromag. I saw a little bit about that. Does he have more health? That's the one thing I didn't see about Chromag. Does Chromag have more health? Veil HP is tripled. I thought Veil just started at 60% and then Burning Adrenaline worked differently. Because like Veil starts at 60% health, Burning Adrenaline gives you stacking damage taken and damage done modifiers. Dispelling on Chromag, like if you dispel fire debuff, it puts fire on the ground. If you spell poison, it puts poison on the ground, etc. I think that like if Blizzard said that they're going to add in a boost in Season of Mastery of like leveling, where like it doubles the leveling speed, I'd log on right now and start playing. But I'm not gonna play the game. And also like I don't know, like
one assassin is
I've talked so much about Season of Mastery over the years, but it's like
We have agreed to parley, despite your house's treason.
well, I don't want to do that.
Now
I'm not gonna
speak.
parlay.
Garmal is no friend of ours. If you would have us, we would join your cause.
What's your current opinion on the state of New World? I don't know. Like, I saw they increased the item level in New World to 625, and I'm probably gonna play New World in a couple of days
Coordinated assaults.
and get some
We
gear
need
and
their
everything.
battle plans if we are to mount a defense.
I just haven't really done it. Okay, I'll knock out these three right here. Blackman Lair. No, I've already read them all. Jibu, like Chromag, like when you dispel the blue debuff, it puts down an ice cube, and that's how you line of sight Chromag with the debuff, because his breath can't be line of sighted naturally anymore. Yeah, no, I looked at it earlier today. It looks really cool. It's just that, again, there's just so much extra stuff you have to do in Season of Mastery. And also, like, if you want my honest opinion, I want better gear. Like, you want me to kill a buffed up version of Chromag? Then give me buffed up Chromag gear. Give me the fucking boots of, chromatic boots. Give me the chromatic boots, but give me 3 hit rating on them and like 1 crit rating. Give me better gear. Yeah, I want better gear. We've seen Revelations. Wow, no, I don't care about private servers. Never have, never will. Just a bunch of bullshit to me. Buffed MC for saying bad MC gear. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, like, why would I want to do that? Okay, I gotta go over there and get this one. +1 crit, you've gone mad? Nah, bro. Like, I haven't, because it's like, you want to get to the point. Here's how...
The arena's gladiators are being dismembered left and right! Find
I don't know,
something to
like,
sew them back together!
If I was the person in charge of, like, Season of Mastery and, like, the way the gearing worked, I would make the gearing and Season of Mastery like Torghast. I would make it to where you get ridiculously good gear and the bosses get ridiculously harder. Like, I would just fucking, I would go ham. Yeah. I would just completely go ham with gear. I would be like, alright, fuck, like, let me think of something. Like, Neltharion's tier also has, like, an on-use, and it, like, doubles your spell power or something like that. And just give people, like, crazy-ass abilities. Raid attunements, yeah, put the mastery in Season of Mastery, exactly. Like, take every weapon and turn it into weapons from Dragon Soul. Like, the Hungering Cold makes you do frost damage. And it just makes you, any damage you do with the Hungering Cold penetrates armor. And then, yeah, rework talents. Like, and, well, no, I wouldn't even rework talents. I would do it to where, like, let's say Ret Paladins, whenever you get your Charger, your level 60 mount, you get a trinket or something like that, and it gives you Crusader Strike.
We need their battle plans if we are to mount a defense.
Or a Libram that gives you Crusader Strike. I think that'd be badass, bro. It's like, I want to have, I want to have it to where, like, people feel like they're breaking the game.
My arsenal is yours.
Because I think that's actually one of the big reasons why people like playing Classic, is they, they felt like they were breaking the game. Whenever you go in there with, like, your fully world buffed squad, and you just blow up a boss, like, that's so fucking fun, man. I think the future Season of Mastery will go in that direction, D3 season style. Yeah, it's just like...
Don't mince words.
I would just... I don't know. Like, does that sound weird to anybody else, though? That, like, you have to fight all these super hard bosses and you don't even get better gear? Because, to me, I'm like, fuck that. Because, like, doing the Terragru with insane Torghast powers? Yeah, exactly. I mean, who cares about Classic, to be honest? I do. I mean, I want it to be good. Don't you have your Warrior Renown at 60, just buy Renown for 40? This is not an alt. This is a Famu farmer. Okay? I don't care about this character at all. All I do with this character is farm mounts on him. That's it. We'll drop 100% for sure, mark my words. I know it will. I know, I've worked very hard for this. And it's finally time to show off what I've done for myself. I'm a lucky guy. I just hope it fucking drops, man. I really do. OTK Apex Tournament was a fun watch. Thanks, man. I'm really glad it went so well. I know everybody was really curious and excited about it. When are you gonna drive that Lambo? Bro, I'm not gonna buy a Lambo. Like, if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini. Like, I'm not even kidding. This shit, it's so much money, man. Like, you spending all this fucking money on a car? Like, what are you gonna do with the car? Man. It's too much stress. Yeah, it's like, it's so much stress. Like, well, now I've got to worry about this thing. Like, I hate to, like, I feel like true freedom is to, is to not have to worry about things, you know what I mean? And like, you could say like, oh, well, you wouldn't have to worry about it because you're just so rich. You can just buy a new Lamborghini every day, right? But no. Still no. Like, it's just not, it's just weird. Yeah, like, my idea of like, what I want is to be able to do what I want. And to not have any strings attached to me. Not have to worry about, something else. Somebody else, just me. Why is this guy not inviting me? That's what I really care about. So in an interview with a guy who owns a $3 million Bugatti, so he only owns it to get into Bugatti events. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that do stuff like that. They'll buy an expensive car, or this is like one of the reasons why people even have mentioned like buying into like some of these NFT things, right? The Bored Ape Yacht Club and stuff like that. Is they're basically like buying access into a network, which to me is I think it's like, I don't know, I mean, like what I do for work and everything, like I always did, like I never saw the value in something like that. Like elite university circles, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like people, like, you're gonna rise to the top, it doesn't matter who you know, as long as you're good at what you're doing and you're good at marketing yourself. You don't need all of this extra stuff. Oh, fuck. Or the World of Warcraft NFTs. I don't think Blizzard's gonna do it. NFTs in gaming right now are just like so hated. It would be stupid for them to do that. Doesn't extra stuff fall under marketing yourself category? It does, yeah. I mean, like, you can look at it that way, but it's just not how I see it. I think like networking is like to some degree marketing yourself, but whenever you're spending real money to try to get access into some degree of networking circle, I think that's kind of cheesy. I think most people that do stuff like that probably are never going to go anywhere. Blizzard is known for making very smart decisions. I don't think they're going to do NFTs. I'd be surprised if they did. Digital currency will be part of games. Sorry, gamers. I don't really think so. I think if you add in like the one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that if you add in digital currency that actually has real world value, one thing that you do is you basically tell everybody, every botter in the world and every account hacker and stuff like that in the world, play our game. Because like if I was a hacker and I was wanting to steal people's accounts, because like how do you steal people's accounts? How do you get into people's accounts? The way you do it is you there's a number of ways. There's social engineering, yeah, but like, so what people would do sometimes is you send out emails and it's like, you know, Blizzard, it's like, this is the Blizzard, you have been selected as lucky player, you know, please, you know, follow this link and put in your account information or you're gonna get banned. Like, that's one way they do it. Another way they do it is, like, if I was trying to steal people's WoW info, I'd make an, I'd try to make like an add-on with a keylogger. I'd maybe try to buy account information from like another, like a third-party website, something like that. And farmers be a big problem, yeah. And add-ons open source. They are, but like, it's not about, see, you're not gonna fool all the people all the time. What you try to do is you try to fool some of the people some of the time. Like, the goal is never to get everybody, it's just to get somebody. Serious question, how do you use so much funds, disposable, and not get addicted to any drugs? It's a waste of money. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's just a waste of fucking money, man. When was the last time you audited an open source plugin? Yeah, exactly. Like, people will figure it out, but by the time they figure it out, you probably got like 300 people's stuff. And then you just make a new one later on. Do it anonymously. Okay. Drama with the time gating in second legendary is such is so hated, even Taliesin's like, what the fuck, Blizzard? The thing is with the legendary and all that is that the reason why these things keep happening is because the people that are making the decisions don't play the game. It's the Emperor's new clothes. It's that simple. And nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to admit it. But it's that simple. They don't play their own game. So because they don't play their own game, they make decisions that sound like people that don't play their own game. That's why they're disconnected. It's because they aren't. It's what I always say. The simplest solution is probably what's happening. It's probably not some grand fucking facade that's planned by Bobby and Activision. It's probably just the developers not knowing what the fuck they're doing. It's just that simple. Give me the mount. Okay, let's do it again. They make your name change from Crack Monkey? Yeah, they did. I think they realized that without power, carrot on a stick content isn't that appealing though. Well, it's not, you're right. But you have instances where like carrot on a stick content is really appealing. Things like the Mage Tower. Mage Tower is a great example of content that has no player power attached to it, but everybody wants to do it. Do you think Mage Tower should be extended? Just make it during time walking. I think that'd be the easiest thing to do. So that happens to shit office culture. I'm not gonna blame all of it on office culture. I think a lot of it is that they just don't know what they're doing.
Our duty is true. Our purpose.
Yeah, it could definitely be that. Content's inherently enjoyable, you wouldn't need rewards. Yeah. It's just that, like, doing the same thing multiple days in a row just doesn't, like, it's not, it's not like, oh wow, that's exciting. It's like these quests here that they have. Like, look at these quests. Sorry about that. Like, look at these quests. Complete the daily quest 10 times. Complete the daily quest 10 times. Complete the daily quest 10 times. Who the fuck wants to do this? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, who the fuck wants to do this? What the fuck, man? And that's the kind of stuff that's an issue. That's what sucks. What's still a difference in 15 minutes of Death Advance quest and 2 hours of Codex grind? The good thing about the Codex grind, just a minute, is that you decide when you want to do it. You can sit down on a Sunday afternoon and grind out your Codex. You don't have to log in every day and keep track of this. I think that's what people really don't fucking like, is this mandatory recidivism. Like mandatory scheduling. Like what you missing on Breaking Change? Too many of them. The assault time gate achievement? Yeah, like how many months did it take in order for this achievement to actually become doable? It's just crazy, man. On the offensive. It's just nuts, man. There's like 2 to 3 months. Who the fuck wants to sit around and wait for 2 to 3 months for the quest to become active? Did you hear about the best Guitar Hero player faking his achievements, accomplishments, and scamming 3K out of people? No, I mean, I think that in general, people should be a lot more discerning with who they give their money to online. Who the fuck wants to do Molten Front achievements? Took the same amount of time. The Molten Front achievements. Yeah, it's from Cataclysm. Let's see, how long did those take? Yeah, these were really annoying. Oh, you're right about that. I think it's just maybe it's like burnout. Maybe like I've just done it so many times, and it's like, okay, well, maybe you can come up with something better with Dark Souls. I don't know, maybe like 20-30 minutes or so. Yeah, something like that. Favorite achievement or one I'm most proud of? Let me think. I was really happy whenever I got Immortal. Let me see. Feat to Strength. This was really cool whenever I got Azeroth's Champion. That was awesome. Challenge modes. Fucking, how long ago was that? Let's see. Raids, yeah, where's that? The Chosen was a really big deal. I remember I was so happy whenever I got the Chosen. Let's see. Oh, this one was a really big deal too. This was doing Sinestra Immortal. Where you would do Sinestra and you wouldn't, what do you call it? You wouldn't have anybody die, and it was like a one-shot. Would have loved Azeroth's champion. It would have been a gigantic grind, not worth my time. That's why it was good though. I liked Azeroth's champion. BFA had a few really, really good ideas. And I think Azeroth's champion was one of them. I remember whenever I got Herald of the Titans, that was a big deal. I was so happy whenever I got that. And then I killed Lich King like a week after that too. Getting Gladiator the first time was really cool. The first time I got Gladiator was... when was it? Yeah, it was Legion Season 3. It was a Cruel Gladiator. It's my first time ever. Do you have TOGC? I do, but yeah, I have this mount. This was a TOGC only mount. Very few people have this one. I never got glad. Yeah, I mean, I got help with some people and they were really good. Like, my teammates were definitely better than I was. I don't know if I could get it on my own. I'm sure I probably could. I'd just have to work a lot harder on it. Like, especially, like, Glad back then was really hard. Now I don't think Gladiator's that difficult, because you just hit 2.4k and you just play the game, and you'll get it. 10-man isn't special. No, you're right, man. Like, the 25-man mount, like, I guess Wiki has it, and I remember Nerdslayer had it. There's like 2 guys that I knew that had it. Immortal 25-man heroic. Yeah. Let me see here. Raids. Yeah, I got all of the Old War achievements. Oh, I got Champion of Old War. That's where you kill all the Old War bosses without dying. I never got Conqueror of Old War, which is the 25-man version. There's the Immortal. I got the Undying afterwards. That's where I got my Black Proto Drake. Before BFA, 2.4 was mid-duelist. Yeah, usually I'd have to hit like 2.7, 2.8k. I really feel bad because I think I could have got Dominant Gladiator. I'd have to ask Logan if he really thought it was possible, but like, we played this disgustingly stupid comp. It was like Prot Warrior, Arms Warrior, Priest. And we'd never lose. We literally never lost. We were like queuing up to like 2.8, 2.9k. And I think we could have probably got rank 1. But it didn't happen. I'd love to get a rank 1 title, just so I had it, and I wouldn't have to swap it every season. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. Famu's hiding from me? Yeah, he knows I'm about to... Oh, that's spawned. Okay. Probably don't have time to grind the honor for your upgrades before the season ends. No, I will, because they never said when the season's gonna end. Like, is there anybody who would be willing to like do arena with me? Because like maybe I should start doing that. Like, I think after I finish Dark Souls 2, I'm gonna just complete all that stuff. I just need a a good team. Well, I thought you quit WoW. Why would you think that?
The Master is watching.
Yeah, why would you think that? Like, I never quit. Metaphors just had a nerd rage clip. He needs a new partner. I mean, Metaphors and I have played together for like 3 years, so I'd be down for that. Farming out all the honor will take a while. It'll take me like probably like a week. I just have to play 12 hours a day. It's pretty annoying, but whatever. To playing classic gang, the old school items remove some of the coverability for you. Oh, you mean like the mystique of it? Yeah, a little bit. Alright boys, here we go. Give me the mount. This sucks. Fuck. What a shit game. Hard stuck all 57 in New World. Shit's so annoying. What do you mean you're hard stuck? Bro, like you can't be hard stuck. You just fucking do the fucking town board missions. That shit's easy. I guess I can kill it one more time. Fuck it, let's go. How would you build a bad luck protection for mount runs like this? I wouldn't. The mounts are fine. Everything with the mounts is just fine. Some mounts take longer. Some of them take shorter amount of time. Like I've gotten some mounts, like there's one mount from Korthia I got on my first kill. Thank God, because it was a really annoying spawn. This is actually an easy one. Like I don't even really care about farming this one. Because it's like he spawns in the same place every single time. People always make groups for him because it's hard to kill. It's actually not that bad of a farm. I'm lucky this is the only one that I have left. I even got the Ascended Council one. Like imagine being stuck trying to farm this. Ugh. Not Thundering Onyx on the first day. That's a big deal. New Ashes of Creation interview. I might watch that tomorrow. Is this in-game music? Yeah, the music in WoW is really good. It doesn't have like the same... It's not like battle music like they have in Final Fantasy XIV, but like just it's more ambient and it's more just kind of atmospheric. You gonna play Lost Ark? Yeah. Deathrock. Yeah, remember the eggs you need to kill the little flayed wings to get the egg from Maldraxxus? Did any of you guys do that one? Oh, it's right here actually. Well, I had to kill over 2,000 mobs to get that. Like I remember I was on the phone with like some org thing and I would farm this during the meetings and it took me like almost a month of meetings to get it. Oh, it got delisted. Shit. Arachnoid Harvester took me 1,531 kills. I remember whenever I got it. I'm gonna have to see if I can find the clip for that.
have 2 of the sharpening stones for each weapon. So that's really only like 7 hours. It's slightly better. What?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! I've been here for years! For years! And I got it! Holy shit, I didn't even know. Barney, I love you! Thank you, Barney. We're gonna watch Barney videos every single time that I do a mount run from now on! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Yes, dude!
What a day.
Yes! Oh my god! I can't believe it! I cannot fucking believe I got this mount, man. Once... Dude, I thought it was a fucking igniter coil. I feel like because of this video, I got the mount. Like, I really...
Man, that was such a good day. God, that was such a good fucking day. Wow. Same shirt? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll go back and watch videos of me getting mounts. But man, dude, those were the days, huh? You got his war mode on. Hi, you have war mode on, dummy. Okay, let's try it again. I uploaded the video of you getting Skull Ripper. Oh man, I forgot all about Skull Ripper. Yeah. When did you get your first pension? Shut up, man. Like, dude, I remember my dad. I told my dad, remember I got Invincible. This is like the funniest one. Is I told my dad what Invincible was, and my dad just did not care. Like, straight up did not. Like, and like, I had gotten Invincible in like 2011. So, this is like whenever Invincible was the cream of the crop. Like, if you had Invincible, people would inspect you and compliment you on the mount. Like, I know it might sound weird now, because like, it's not like that anymore. But like, back then, people would crowd around you if you had a really, really good rare mount. And you would do what I called the rhetorical click. And that's whenever you click on somebody, but you know that they already have you targeted. And I had this mount, and I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, I got the rarest mount ever. I got the one mount I've always wanted. And my dad's like, okay, so did you get a job? And I'm like, Dad, I don't think you understand how rare Invincible is. And my dad's like, son, I don't think you understand how much you need to get a job. And, you know, my dad and I would butt heads a little bit there for a couple of years. He wasn't wrong. No, he wasn't. No, I was so happy getting that mount, man. I really was. Now I started focus so I could see who was targeting me without acknowledging them. Yeah, I know. I thought about doing a video about that, but I never really did. I'm glad you didn't get a job. I did get a job. I got a few jobs. I never really wanted a job because it would just take time away from playing video games and hanging out with the boys. It's like, why would I want a job if I could just play video games all day? Yeah, I used to work for the IRS, which was fun. I liked that job, but every other job sucked. Worked at the IRS, listened to One Direction. Yeah, like, I remember do you guys remember that boy band, One Direction? Well, like, I would download new music to listen to at work, and I downloaded, it was like an album, I think it was called Up All Night, and I thought it was like the best album ever. I loved this album, and I didn't know what One Direction was or anything. Like, I just found this on the Pirate Bay, and I listened to it, and I would jam the fuck out listening to this song. And then one day I like read online or something, and it was something about the people from One Direction and some like weird teen drama thing, and I was like, wait a minute, did I just get addicted to a boy band? And I said, fuck it, you know, it's good music. One Direction wasn't bad? No, I didn't think they were. I thought they were good. Why'd you like working for the IRS so much? The reason why I like working for the IRS is because they let me do whatever I wanted. I could take breaks whenever I wanted. I could go to lunch whenever I wanted. I could wear whatever I wanted. I could basically show up pretty much whenever I wanted to show up. I would get extra hours whenever I wanted. Let's see, if I wanted to just like take a break and like not really work very hard one day, I could do that and nobody would care. I could do other people's jobs sometimes instead of doing my job if I was bored with doing my job. So I had like 3 different jobs or 4 different jobs that I would do. It's still a job. Yeah, but like sometimes I'd like work security for the building instead, and like I would have to like, you know, go through people's like name tags and shit like that, right? What, 4 jobs? Yeah, well, I'd do their job because I was bored of doing mine. Because like I would just process documents all day, and it's like, okay, well, let's do something else. It'd be cool to be able to flex roles like that. Well, the thing is, like, this is the good thing, is that because I did the job, I did so many jobs, if I did one of the jobs wrong, they wouldn't really care, because I was doing all the other jobs too. Did you get to use a taser? No. I mean, like, the truth is, like, we never had, like, a building. There was one time, like, a guy flew an airplane into one of the IRS buildings. That was kind of dumb. But, like, that was about it. And now, I don't even think I was working there at the time. It was, like, my dad working there. And I called my dad. And I'm like, did you get hit? He's like, no. He's like, they have everybody on lockdown. I'm like, okay. Well, see you later. That was in Texas, right? Yeah, the guy fucking flew an airplane into it. Like a biplane? Yeah, it was like a personal plane. He killed like 3 people. Security guards not allowed to use weapons, only to restrain people. No, this isn't Walmart, okay? Like, where I was at, there were like a lot of armed guards. Like, it's the IRS, man. Of course they're gonna have armed guards. Like, you'd have to go through like 3 different levels of security. Like, if you wanted to actually access like taxpayer documents, you had to go through the building entry security, and that just to let you in the parking lot. So you had to go through the parking lot security, then you'd have to go through building security, and then the individual receiving room security. So you had to do 3 different levels of security. Did you have a special clearance? No, I didn't get it. If they had given me a job upstairs, which was like where, like, everybody downstairs would wear sweatpants and everybody upstairs would wear a suit. Basically, that was the dichotomy, or the differentiation. And I wanted to get a job as like a, not really an agent, but like a an analyst. And I was wanting to do that, but it just, I went back to school, and then my job ended, and I didn't reapply the next year, and I just went to business school instead. So it was deal breaking? No, I thought it was cool. Nice. Nice. What'd you get a degree in? I got a degree in business administration. And I was, I don't really say the university I was going to, but I was going to university for an advanced degree in computer information systems and like process analysis. Like basically efficiency optimization was what I mainly did. The catch-all for office work? Yeah. I think that all my time in school was a waste. Yeah, I think it was a complete waste. I never really got anything out of it. I feel like I always learned more about... I learned more from, like, WoW. I learned more from business and WoW than I did from school. Made friends, though? Yeah, I mean, of course I made friends. You wouldn't think school was a waste, you had a real job? Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I'd say, like... I mean, I've had, like, a real job before, and people sometimes forget, but I also am the owner of a company, and, you know, we have to make business and financial decisions all the time that require a pretty good understanding of accounting and planning and budgeting and everything.
Why would anyone
I mean,
walk anywhere?
it sounds like a, you know, oh, gaming org, you know, super fun, whatever, which is like, yeah, that's cool. Definitely, but there are a lot of actual business-minded decisions that we have to make regularly, and it can be extremely stressful because it's on us to be successful or not. I guess I'll go do the normal thing that I always do. Then I want to start Dark Souls pretty soon.
Satisfied patron.
Don't you use your accounting though? Yeah, I think learning accounting is really important. I wish that you learned accounting in high school. Can't learn how to be an entrepreneur in university. I mean, there are entrepreneurship degrees and everything, and like usually in the entrepreneurship degrees, whenever you get close to the end of it, like your senior year and sometimes part of your junior year, is mainly, it's like a choose your own adventure thing. US doesn't learn accounting in school? No, we learn Algebra 2 instead.
The fall of Dalaran begins here. These prisoners will stain the streets red with blood.
Okay. Developer without an AI grade or whatever this means? Yeah, a lot of people were able to do that. If you studied academic, but it really does not prepare you for what it actually entails. Well, I was, I would say I was like maybe passable with accounting. Like I have relatives that are accountants and everything, and I've never just like I'm too sloppy to do things, to do accounting, because like I'll just make mistakes and not really pay attention. And like with accounting, it's like programming in a way. You have to be like very, very precise with what you do, and I'm not a precise person. There's a lot of rules. Yeah, the GAP, generally accepted accounting principles or whatever. Accounting's boring too. Yeah, I think so. Coding in high school, it was textbook. I wanted to do all the chapters. Teacher never talked about it though. Yeah, I mean, I think accounting's definitely useful. But I guess what I mean is a lot of the entry-level like business and marketing classes, I feel like a lot of them that at least I took were, it was almost like somebody is just trying to invent a curriculum from something that doesn't really need it. It's like there was a lot of vocabulary of like what the difference between the size of a store is. It's like, I don't really think this is useful. It's like filler. Yeah, it's like a lot of filler content, exactly. Business vocabulary is stupid. I always thought it was dumb too. Like, I always did very well in class and in school in general. But, it just wasn't really that enjoyable. You don't need to be precise as a programmer. You have software for that. Yeah, but like if you're fucking up in programming 1, you probably shouldn't be a programmer regardless. I don't know, maybe not, but I remember what happened was the semester that I took programming was the same semester that ICC came out. And so I would just watch videos about WoW in programming class instead of actually doing the work. An engineering degree, then became a technical project manager. At least it's where the dumb ones of us go. I always say this, I always like saying it because I think it's funny. I have a friend, Alec, and him and like his other friend, like one of our mutual friend, who's actually the valedictorian of our school, they went to UT engineering together. And Alec failed out of the UT engineering school because he just he was too busy being in college. Like he was too busy being in college to do the work, right? Like who gives a shit about that? Like he's chilling with the boys, you know, we're like fucking egging cars on the weekend, like having fun, right? And so then Alec, he gets kicked out of the engineering program at UT Austin, and he gets a degree in theoretical physics. And it turns out it got him a theoretical job. And so he had to go back and get an engineering degree. And so he went down to like a Belmont or something like that, and he got a degree. And now he works for a company where he turns big rocks into little rocks, and he makes machines to turn the big rocks into the little rocks. Oh, I got the boots. It's too bad I don't need those. I just need the cloak. Boots are really rare. Sounds lucrative? Yeah, I mean, he makes 6 figures. I mean, he also has to wake up really early in the morning, though. How far you are in JoJo? I'm pretty far. Like, I took a break. I'm watching, I watched a little bit of Hunter x Hunter. I think it's okay. When Dark Souls 2, in just a few minutes. Yeah. Really like Hunter x Hunter. I'm a little bit undecided on it right now. My favorite JoJo so far was Joseph Joestar. Like, and in my opinion, I think it's not even remotely close. He's by far the coolest one. Hunter x Hunter is for girls. I did tell Izzy, and she said she watched the whole thing, so it's not good. Young Joseph or older Joseph? I mean, like young Joseph for sure. Older Joseph is good too. I feel like they old Joseph every time. I wish they had added in more like callbacks to like what he did whenever he was young. Like it would have been cool to see like Joseph, like old Joseph, use like hormone energy more and, you know, other like cool stuff and talk about his experiences more. I think that would have been way cooler. I wish they'd done more of that. Stanza Dane, Harmon was cool. I think Harmon's way cooler. It's sad to see him being useless. Yeah, I know. Wait till you see he's gone, turned into an adult. Yeah, I'm curious to see what it's gonna be like. Grandpa, how'd you lose your hand? I lost it in the car's accident? Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were the best villains too. Like the Pillarmen. They were so good. Too bad they never bring Harmon up again. Yeah, I know. That's what I've kind of seen so far. Do you watch dub or sub? I watch everything dub. I don't want to read. I just want to be able to listen and not have to think about it. Alright, let's start some Dark Souls 2, boys. Let's get into this. Yeah, it's not that I don't like, give me a second. I'd rather die than watching dub. See, like, I didn't mind it at all. It was not a problem or anything. It's not like I